And we back, homies and honeys, with some more Chained Echoes. I think this will be episode 13. We finally made it to Tormund. I think that's what this place is going to be called, if I recall. Prepare for some reading. Alright. Tormund. Yep. So this is your hometown, Tormund. Yes, the main capital of Terran, where the rain never ends. Well, it actually ends sometimes, but the days are far and few between. The city is so gloomy, makes me want to go to the bar and get a drink. Or have a hot bath. Hey, come with me, fast. Prince Frederick is about to give a speech in the front of the palace. I bet it's about the rumors. A speech. Let us go there as well. Do you think the rumors are true? Apparently, an airship returned from Fawnsport with an injured general. I heard something about an assassination. You think Escania planned to betray the treaty? We've been waiting for almost an hour now. Shouldn't we just head straight into the palace? Now that you've said that, here they come. General Alina. Look at how many people came despite the weather. I can't wait to see their faces when they hear the terrible news. Maybe I should go down there and get a better look. Keep your emotions at bay, Lady Alina. Remember your position. Hey, we got another jelly man. Hey, look, it's another jello dude. Strict as always, my dear General Gustin. Same goes for you. The people might get the wrong idea seeing you laughing in the face of such terrible news. All right, General Killjoy. Besides, I think most of them already heard the rumors. They truly spread fast. Have you finished your small talk? Oh my, Prince. Then let me have a word now. Citizens of Tormund, I come before you with important news. News that weighs heavily upon my heart. I ask you, for how many years have we watched our family and friends being murdered? For how many generations have our homeland been plundered and ravaged? While our enemies were being fed by foreigners, we had to endure hunger and suffering. We may share Volandis with Escania and Gravos, but it is not the same blood that flows through our veins. A year ago, the tide turned. We conquered Wernshire and defeated Gravos. Because we all worked together, because we did not give up. But Gravos, in its devious ways, did not endure this and not only killed hundreds of Terran's soldiers in the explosion, but also sacrificed its own people. Is this what passes as honor in Volandis? Escania's idea of ethic and morals is no less devious, which is why the decision to sign a peace treaty 1 year ago was difficult for me. But I did not want any more of our soldiers to die. I did not want our citizens to starve any longer. To this day, I am firmly convinced that it was the right decision. But today, word from Fawnsport has reached us. Our chancellor and soldiers have been murdered. During the peace ceremony, troops from Escania executed Chancellor Edgar and some of our brave soldiers. Only General Matthew could escape and bring us the word. So the rumors are true after all. Can we accept this? No, I have no choice but to take up arms again. The war that I wanted to avoid at all costs will continue. For this, I need your support, people of Terran. I can promise you one thing though, you will not experience famine or misery anymore, because this war will be ended quickly. With the annexation of Wernshire, we acquired the weapon that devastated the area a year ago. You hear correctly, the most powerful weapon in the world is now in our possession. Behold, the Grand Grimoire. This is the weapon that can destroy an entire city. Terrifying, but it looks so harmless. If it belongs to us, then nobody will mess with us anymore. There it is, Killian. That's the same stone. Yes, this is the Grand Grimoire that destroyed Wernshire. But, contrary to the prince's words, it was not used by Gravos back then. It had always been in Terran's possession. What? How do you know that? Why didn't you tell me that you knew about the stone? I know about it, but I don't have any more information than you do. Sorry, Glenn. With this weapon, we can destroy the entire armada with one blow and bring this war to an early end. Rest assured, people of Terran, this war will end soon and we will be victorious. Or we will be the victors, my bad. Why does the prince show the grimoire in public, making the people feel assured, and the rumors will probably intimidate the enemies? Let's hurry to the palace. I must speak with him. Matthew is a miserable liar. Sir Victor, about the grimoire. Sorry, I didn't mention it earlier. The Grand Grimoire is one of the reasons I'm in Volandis. I'll make it up to you. There is someone I would like you to meet, but first, let us escort the princess safely to the palace. Ooh, teeing up, baby. Dear sister, thanks be to fate you are well. Words can't describe how relieved I am. At last, all those sleepless nights are over. Please tell me, where have you been? I am sorry, Frederick. It was not my intention to cause you grief. I should be angry, but now that you are back with me, I just can't. Your companions have my deepest gratitude. If it were any other day, I would have arranged a big banquet for your return, but with this war ahead, we must set an example to our citizens. Do not worry, I have had enough of banquets anyway. Frederick, I have an important matter to discuss with you. I was present at the banquet in Fransport, and I saw what happened there. It was not the soldiers from Escania who attacked our men. It was a wild demon. Hold on, I feel a sneeze coming. Hold on one second. I swear, like, when I'm recording and, like, reading or doing anything when I'm recording, I swear I sneeze like 10 or 15 times. It's crazy. You're not telling us anything new. What do you mean? Sir Matthew told us about it. His report of the evening was very detailed. General Matthew, why don't you tell it yourself? Matthew. Very well. As the princess explained, there was an attack on the banquet by a demon, but even the strongest beast had no chance in the presence of the beast knights of Volandis. The monster was quickly put down, but the real monster appeared only afterwards. Escania showed its true colors. Chancellor Sergert had armed men and Chancellor Edgar assassinated in the chaos of the attack. Our men were killed by the swords of Escania. I am sure they would have blamed the demon, but I was able to escape and carry the truth to you, my prince. This is a lie. How can you be sure that I'm lying with all the confusion that was going on there? Hold your tongue, wretched traitor. Do not trust him. I saw you with my own eyes. You gave the robbers the order to kill Lady Parnella. And that is not the end of it, Lord Brother. After the banquet, I hurried home through Katara. Do you know who stood in my way? This man, who even tried to kill me. With all due respect, that is not true. Why do you say that? Why do you say that? First you claim that I am lying about the banquet, and now you're trying to slander me? Prince, please do not listen to her. She seems confused. You have been away for a long time, Celestia. Let us talk later. It's best you go to your room now and freshen up. For your companions, I will provide the best rooms in town, and will reward them generously tomorrow. Frederick, this is not the right time for you to take care of my well-being. This war is based on a lie. I see your point, and I promise you we'll talk more about it tonight. But now, please get some rest. Please do not ask me to do this again, Prince. It breaks my heart to lie to the princess. And it would break hers if she knew that her brother is very well aware that Sir Matthew took care of the Chancellor. Your truth is more useful to us than my sister's. You performed your role surprisingly well, General Matthew. Thank you, my prince. One could think my sister is the real liar. If not for the fact she is the most honest person in Volandis. I agree, Matthew. Matthew, step forward. Prince, remove your armor. My armor? Are my words unclear? I don't understand. As you said, my sister is the most honest person in Volandis. When my sister claims that a demon invaded the banquet, it is exactly what happened, right? Yes, as we already know. If my sister tells of a group of dwarves that are singing an ode to the moon on top of this tower, then there's a group of dwarves standing on top of this very tower and are giving away the most beautiful ode to the moon. Prince? And when my sister claims that you tried to kill her, you actually did try. Wait, please. She just said that to discredit my statements. So my sister is a liar after all. No, I mean in this case, Prince. Luck seems to be on your side today, General. Normally I'd have them slit your throat. But since your statement is the foundation for this war, our people would be skeptical if I had to explain that you were executed after your return. I'm sorry. Please, I meant no harm to Terran. But the people will certainly not be skeptical when I tell them that General Matthew came back from this bloody banquet with only one arm and one eye. No. Ah! And he cut his arm off and took his eyeball. Dang, that's what you get for trying to kill Princess Celestia Valkyrie. Celestia Valkyrie, alright? Sir Victor said he will bring someone who can tell me more about the grimoire. But it has been an hour already. Sienna and Kellyanne went into the city. Rob and Lene stayed at the castle. I'm too nervous to wait here. Maybe I should take a look around the city as well. Time to go exploring. There is nothing better than sitting here, reading a book and drinking a cup of hot tea while the rain falls against the window. Right. Hey, kitty. Oh, no, you like me. Cool. Sacred water, baby. Ooh. 55 monies. Another shot of onion liquor. Ooh, that sounds nasty. Onion liquor? Ew. Ew. Pickled onions with lots of sugar. The onion liquor is the hit in Terran. Onion liquor. Ugh. They say that the Ascanians like to party, but when it comes to drinking, nobody can beat us. The constant rainfall and the dark atmosphere takes its toll on our spirits. We in Tormund are considered to be practically melancholic. Melancholic. I know I'm butchering that word. I just can't say it. Melancholic. Like melancholy. Melancholic. No dialogue from you? No? Nobody there? No? Can't go in that building? Oh. This probably leads outside. Palace, right? Oh, Adventure Guild? Go up in there. You are not a member of this guild, so leave me alone. Wow. A letter from the Adventurers Guild in Fallensport. Let me see. Ah, wonderful. So you are our newest recruits. Congratulations. It must have been difficult to pass Kotara in these dire times. Don't worry. You can now count on us from here on. We offer you plenty of services. First, you can use our shop. It has some unique items and you can find plenty of materials to upgrade your equipment. Second, you can get useful hints on how to find certain unique monsters. Third, we will pay you for how many different unique monsters you have defeated. Just speak to me to get your rewards. Happy adventuring. Ooh. Hello there. Keep up the good work. Do you need anything? Exchange parts, sky armor stuff. Okay, different types of materials. How to gonna sell all this stuff since we're here. Deals. See what we got here. Hey, what's this? A bangles? Go comp that. Heavenly ring. Super rare material pack. Right, that's cool. The Adventurers Guild is mostly run by Polko, Lizvan, and Hyomes. Okay, humans, lizard people, and somebody else. Not Jellomans. Do you need some hints on how to find new unique monsters? Since you are a member of the guild, you will find helpful adventurers on your travels who will share their info with you. I'm not sure you noticed, but there are invisible bridges in Kortara. You can find one in the central area and another one in the forest southeast. I wonder who built them. You want to check them out? Oh, there's nothing to find there. I already checked. Unique monsters have special conditions that make them appear. If they don't appear, make sure to leave and enter the area again. Have you heard of the Tomes of Fiends? You can get them through deals. With their knowledge, you might be able to get new loot from sky armor enemies, such as Skill Ram. So you are part of the guild. Welcome. If you have any questions, just ask around here. Oh, now everybody's nice. Travel stone. War is always the top priority everywhere in the world. I mean, which invention do you think first found its way to Tormund? The common umbrella or a sky armor? Shockingly, the sky armor came before the umbrella. Hard to believe, isn't it? Damn. Okay, so there's a booty box right there. It said booty box. Due to the heavy rain, the people of Tormund decided to build an entire city underground. The land is well known for its ores. You only get the hardest and shiniest ones here. Got stuff for sale. Gotcha. Gotcha, what we got here? 54 arc, and we got a thing to upgrade. That's fine. With all this rain, you need some good clothes. Keep you dry. That's not clothes, that's fibers, sir. Greedy traders, now that we are at war again, they immediately raise the cost of food. These are not leftovers from the food market. Use these bones to upgrade your stuff. I'm selling random stuff. Maybe there's something in there for you. This and hard shells. Okay. Started building this underground city before the war, which means they started over 150 years ago. They had to stop though and never picked it back up. The floors below are unfinished and blocked. Sometimes I wonder how much deeper it goes. Sorry, doggo. Dang. All the animals trying to bite me. Can I help you? Would you like some tea or maybe some coffee? Perhaps you would like to use the toilet, or maybe you want to sleep in my bed. Huh? No? Then why did you barge into my house uninvited, huh? Get lost, you imputed vermin. Wow. Wow. Where am I? Ah, treasure chest. Go in there, can't go in there, can't go in there. Figured out how to get to one of these treasure chests. Ah, okay. 1,500 art. Ballin'. Oh, there's another one. Herbal collar. Herbal collar. I'm a baller. Antidotes. Once the king tried to ban alcohol during wartime, we were supposed to concentrate more on killing than on drinking. And it worked, except for the fact that people were killing themselves instead of the enemy. Wow. Wow. Man, I sure could go for a burger. Hungry boy. He's a hungry boy. Why are there so many people standing here? They are outraged by food costs. War just been declared and they're already charging triple the price? Like immediately announced a war and people raised the prices on all their stuff. Hell, we'll get even with them with them in Escania. We've had enough of this everlasting war. The Grand Grimoire will crush them all. Wow. Nothing better than sturdy Tarian armor. Oh, look at that. Best weapons in Volandis are found in Tormund, I swear. Ruby amulet owned. I'm gonna buy one of those, I think, for you, boy. My. It looks like we've been all through this little bottom section. Get up out of here. Got that treasure chest. Okay, cool. I wasn't sure if that was the one because I didn't really look around to see if I could see that lady. My own mistake. Question mark. Why are you on the roof? What is Killian doing there? Oh, it's you, Glenn. Did Sir Victor return? Not yet. What are you doing here? Why is it not raining anymore? Taking in the scenery while the rain has stopped. Okay, they touched why. It did stop. Okay. I still can't believe it. The Grand Grimoire is right under our noses. And? What do you mean, and? That's the reason we're here. Wanted to know more about it, who had placed it in Warrenshire back then, and above all, why? What? What then? I'm sorry. What do you mean? What do you plan to do with this knowledge? What's this about? You don't know, do you? I know what you want. Want the stone for yourself. I want to change this world. Having such a weapon would be helpful. Even though you know what it's capable of. Do you find it despicable? Grimoire kills people. The sword here does the same, and yet we wield it every day for our cause. You can wield a sword and choose your targets. Then the Grimoire obliterates everything. Don't get me wrong, every human life is precious to me, but just look back. Sorry, I had to stop an alarm. We are walking on a mountain built of corpses. The blood of many is in our hands. Blood of people who were ready to die for their cause. We do not kill the innocent. If possible, I would not want to use the grimoire. It is much more useful as a scare tactic than a weapon anyway. Enemies will throw their weapons at the mere sound of the name. Remember how our enemies feared the band of the Iron Bull? Do you know the reason why I want to change this world? No. I come from a merchant family. We were quite wealthy, but since dealing with money is frowned upon where I come from, we were not very influential. We had a big house, servants, always clean clothes, and enough food, but all this did not protect us from the world outside. My younger sister went out riding one day, and the horse went wild. It raced through half the city until it finally stumbled into the harbor district, fell to the ground, and broke its leg. My sister sought help in an area that even in broad daylight was visited only by scoundrels. Weak and completely on her own, she could not defend herself when they came for her. Dozens of men threw themselves on her, one after another. Gillian. Our butler found her in the gutter hours later. She had fallen into a coma. I was so angry that I rode into the harbor that same evening to look for the culprits. But who was I supposed to find? Half the neighborhood had taken advantage of her. I'm sorry to hear that. I haven't seen her for years, but from letters my parents send me, I know she is still sleeping. Glenn, I was a very liberal person whose greatest role model was Alfred of the Band of the White Dragon, a man who achieved fame with his mercenaries at one point was as powerful as armies of the greatest kingdoms. He came from common folks. He tried to abolish the royal houses and establish democracy. I wanted to be like him, and after that incident with my sister, even more so. I could have felt anger for common rabble, but I did not. I did not want to fight the lower class, but rather the cause that made them this way. Set myself the goal that if my sister ever woke up from her coma, she would look into a new world, a better world that I created with my own hands, and for that, I must make use of different means, like the Grand Grimoire. The Grand Grimoire. The first thing your sister will see when she wakes up is not the beautiful world you have created, but the monster her brother has become. Don't worry, we will never get to that stone anyway. These are just empty words, Glenn. Alright, I need a second, I'll be right back. Alright. Open the map. Where do we need to go now? Wait, we already went over there though. Over this way now. I don't see no boxes. Is this the inn where we started? No. Snacky snack. The fresh air will do you good, Father. But now, tell me, why did you leave the castle? Where have you been all this time? The walls of this palace were suffocating. I am a princess, not a nun. I set out to look beyond the walls to see what we have been fighting for all these years. What did you find? Are you really interested in it? I thought you only care for this war. You portray me as a bloodthirsty warlord, which I am not. Besides, we shouldn't talk like this in front of Father. Then go and see for yourself what lies over the walls, what people talk about, what they wish and hope for. You know that I told the truth about the banquet, don't you? Of course I believe you. I believe you that you have seen the demon, but you certainly couldn't have noticed everything. I ask again, you know I was telling the truth. And you accept the lie. I accept what Terran needs most. It will be over quickly. I guess it will. They give him a few more weeks. It's good that you come back. He can't show it, but I'm sure Father is happy that you're back with us. Father. Hands are so rough. His hands? I remember them tall yet gentle, loving hands that lifted me up into the sky as a little girl. They are so rough now, like the hands of a knight swinging his sword. But they probably always have been. His hands held the sword more often than his daughter, after all. Deep. Think I have some time until Sir Victor returns. I wonder how Lene is feeling. This day has been hard on her. Maybe I can pay her a visit. That's it, if they let me into the castle. That is if they let me into the castle. Talk to this guy. State your business. You have none? Then leave me alone. I'm busy, as you can probably see. Merchant has tried to travel from Wernshire to Mon by foot, but don't they have to go through the flower fields? Right, that's why they arrived poison, blind, mute, and half paralyzed. By the gods, one should always carry enough remedies. Wow. All the status ailments, alright? Charm of the Learner. What's Charm of the Learner? Reduces cost of skills by 20%. Man, that's big. Raises defense by 10%. Triggers HP regen. Immune against an element. What element though? Oh, poison. Okay. Get 2 times additional SP into the character's pool. Ooh, that sounds good. Grinding. Go in there. That's the wrong way. Belt. And all kinds of good stuff. It just one house, couple booty boxes. Yes, correct. They want me to go to the castle, I guess. Oh, look, it's the gallows. Probably where they hang people. We are grateful that you brought Her Highness back. Prince Frederick hasn't been himself after she vanished. Now that the princess is back, I'm going to make an extra effort to keep the place in good shape. You're the guy who returned Her Highness, right? I've been told you're allowed to visit her, but this area is off limits, you understand? That's the wrong way. That's the wrong... Okay. Rob. Look, you dropped all the good dishes. Don't think because you've just returned that I'm going to handle you with kid gloves. You will make up for all the work you missed. Do you understand? Answer me. What kind of behavior is this? I hope you remember your status. Here at court, by order of His Majesty the King, you have no more rights than a common servant. Yes, I'm sorry. Princess is a sweetheart. She has a sympathetic ear for everyone. Ain't telling me I can't go that way, you can't go this way. What are you staring at? Be gone. Watch your tongue. He is the princess's guest. Apologize. Sorry. Bang. Got him out here apologizing. So glad Her Highness got home safely. We have all missed her around here. Same way, okay. Booty box? A new weapon? Beers and beers, baby. Who goes? What are you doing here? About the reward, my brother will take care of it tomorrow. No, I'm just here to visit you and see how you're doing. You are? Well, this is kind of you, thank you. I had no idea you were so interested in art, and so talented too. It's nothing but a pointless pastime. They all show the same motif. Huge tree on a flying island. What is this place? Place I have to go to. That you have to go to? Might sound silly, but it follows me in my dreams. It appears in my mind's eye and wants me to visit it. I don't know where it is though. I see it in memories that are not mine. I try to capture it on paper to get an answer, but it doesn't seem to work. Your echo, then? My echo? Remember how Dying Bird explained to us after death the soul leaves the body and dissolves into the maelstrom? My mother once told me sometimes the soul doesn't completely dissolve. If these remnants flow into a new living being, it is possible that one keeps memories of a previous life. You mean to tell me this place in the paintings is an echo from my previous life? Maybe this place could have been your home. I wonder if I had a better life then. I know I shouldn't complain. People are suffering all over the realm, and here I am protected from all that. But still, I'm so unhappy. It makes me feel ashamed. I think everyone has their own problems to deal with. I don't think you can weigh that. I wish I wasn't born a princess. Tell me, Glenn, why do these rooms here feel so much tighter than anywhere else? Her eyes are so cold when she talks to me, yet with him, this boy seems pretty close to the princess. You do not look pleased. Sir Gawain, he is one of their companions. An interesting boy, I must say. He is the only one who did not want gold as a reward. What then? Information about the Grand Grimoire. Who would voluntarily forgo a reward in gold? Is he a spy? Rather simple-minded one. When he asks us directly to our faces about the grimoire, we should take care of him, but not in the princess's presence. While you are at it, deal with the whole troop. As you command. General Godfrey has returned, by the way. Very good. Start the procedure immediately. I will, after the general has sobered up. Do not wait too long. We must not give Escania too much time. Well, something's going on. Something is going on. I can do without curves. They are unnecessary. Oh, come on. They are the most deadly weapons of all. That depends on where you use them. Where? What does that have to do with anything? Well, your katana with the curved blade is suitable for slash attacks that cause a deep cut. They are not suitable for thrust attacks. However, if a soldier in Volandis is running around in heavy armor, a thrust is more effective than a slash, making it the greatsword superior to the katana. In Volandis, for all I care, they still live in the past. Plate armor is on the retreat. The only thing that justifiably wears such armor nowadays is sky armor, and believe me, you do not want to face them with a greatsword. I saw him. Sir Victor's coming. You act like a kid waiting for his presents, Glenn. Well, I hope he brings the reward. I'm already getting gray hair. Prince Frederick said we'll be giving it tomorrow. Sir Victor. Hee, there you all are. This is supposed to be the best inn in town. You got screwed. The ale tastes like piss. Wow. Barkeeper, amber ale. Disgusting, this bland, watery aroma. One more. No, wait. Bring me 3 right now. It's going down like water. Who is this guy? A good friend and a real reason why I am in Volandis. This is Cameron, a scientist at the court of Terran. And this one here is Bethrez, also a friend of mine who helps me out with the more dangerous stuff. It's you. What are you doing here? Oh, you know each other? Looks like you made it to Tormund. We're surprised. We? If your goal was Tormund anyway, why didn't you accompany me till the end, huh? You do remember that we're working for money. If you can't pay us, why should we act as your bodyguards? Is that all you can think of? I hope you have deep pockets, Sir Victor. Like Sienna is any different. Anyway, he will accompany me through Volandis. Can we focus on the main topic? Of course. I'm sorry that I didn't tell you about this before, but the real reason I'm in Volandis is the Grand Grimoire. And I'm here telling you this because we need your help. Victor, are you sure this is a good idea? Sure, they might be experienced fighters, but we can find others in the Adventurers Guild. I trust them. Doesn't mean that we have to explain everything to them. We need their muscle, not their brains. Cameron, What is this about now? I explained it to you earlier, and you agreed to it. Now, don't keep us in suspense. Alright. I will take the time to answer your questions, at least while these cups are still full. Somebody listening in on us. Cameron is responsible for the Grand Grimoire and has been studying it for several years. Nasty thing contains endless secrets and has tremendous destructive power. You've seen what it is capable of, which is why Cameron and I wanted to destroy it. You want to destroy the Grimoire? Grand Grimoire is a weapon of the gods. No man should ever hold it in their hands. We must destroy it before more lives are lost. I will help you. Glenn, wait for their explanation first. And keep your voices low. If anyone finds out about this, we'll be hanging from the gallows. So, what do you want to know about it? What exactly is the Grand Grimoire? It's the more powerful version of an ordinary grimoire. These gems are able to store and release energy. They can be found in old geological layers, generally formed in places with high ether deposits. The largest grimoire found in nature is as big as a thumb. However, the Grand Grimoire is the size of a fist. We do not believe that it was created naturally. One created it? We do not know. But a similar stone is mentioned in the history of the 5th epoch. The gods used it as a weapon to destroy entire regions and to initiate the apocalypse. Luckily, they refrained from doing so that we humans are still alive in the 7th epoch. Exactly. But we are not here for history lessons. Do you have any further questions? So, what do you want to know about? Where did the stone come from? In old texts of the 5th epoch, it is briefly referred to as a weapon of the gods, but then it is no longer mentioned. Until about 5 years ago, the stone laid in Terran's treasure chamber. There it was kept as a mere piece of jewelry until Gawain discovered its potential. Gawain. He was also in the throne room, the man with the white hair and different colored eyes. Gawain is the prince's advisor and a colleague of Cameron. He is also an old acquaintance of mine. We both studied at Nysa. So this man is an R? Unfortunately, he does not share Cameron's concern for the stone's power. He is trying to use it for this war as effectively as possible. We ran experiments with the stone 5 years ago. Its power was frightening. So I spoke out against its use, but the king and the council were unanimously against me. And then what happened with Warrenshire? Why was the stone there? Terran had defeated Gravos and taken the city. The place was crawling with their own soldiers. Honestly, I don't know why the prince kept it there and what he intended to do with it. Now, the stone is back in Tormund, and we will be used in the upcoming battle. This is certain? Yes, preparations are being made right now. So, what do you want to know about? How do we destroy it? This is the problem. We don't know. The Grand Grimoire is used by smashing it. This triggers a tremendous explosion. Only in a radius of 3 meters around the stone, nothing happens in order to protect the user. That's why Killian and I survived the explosion. Afterwards, the gemstone resembles itself and can be used again, which means you cannot destroy it in any normal way. If that is all your questions. Now, it just so happens that a few weeks ago I made a little progress and therefore called Victor to Valandis. The royal house keeps a list of all the gifts that are given to the king on various occasions. On such a list, I actually found the rainbow-colored grimoire. A monk named Nalkilber from the Kildred Monastery brought it as a gift more than 50 years ago. This monk is probably no longer alive, but the monastery still exists. And that's where you come in. You plan to go there, and you want us to accompany you? Exactly. The monastery is located in the east and has been abandoned for decades. Instead of monks, there are now monsters living there, and we need some capable adventurers to protect us from them. All the while, you are searching for information about the Grand Grimoire in this now Kilber? Yes, information such as where did the stone come from and how did it come into the possession of this monk. Might even find a way to destroy it. We'll help you. You don't need to pay us. Hey, speak for yourself. The stone's not my concern. Without a reward, I ain't lifting a finger. That reasoning sounds familiar. Why are you telling us all this? Don't you put yourself in danger by sharing such explosive information? I do not understand this either. I have my reasons. I just can't name them. I'm sorry. It doesn't matter. Thanks to your trust, you have gained a new comrade in arms. Let me help you. Definitely had a shadow in the window. What was that? I swear I saw someone outside of the window. Stop. You there. At the table. What is it? Drop your weapons and surrender. You are under arrest. What? For what reason? You should know it too well. Spies. There must be a misunderstanding. Do you know who you are talking to? The gallows await. Move now. Looks like we have to fight our way out. I haven't even finished my ale. Oh boy. Alright, I'm gonna go ahead and make the cut in this episode right here. Hopefully, you'll be back for the next one. On that note, we are O-U-T out. Deuces.